What's up guys, I hope you all had a wonderful day so far. So in today's video we'll just quickly finish all the AERAFY tutorials and then we'll just go through all those videos. So last time, let me just make this a bit smaller. Last time we went through the first one. Let's go to integrations. Just want to quickly get all these done.
Welcome to the second video of the onboarding tutorial, where in this video we're actually going to be covering integrations again, but not the integrations we covered in the Launchpad area. This time we're going to head down to the settings area, where we will head down again over to the integrations tab on the bottom left-hand corner. As you can see here, we have similar integrations to what you did in the Launchpad area, but now we have them more in depth. So if you connect your Google My Business, you will see it here. But that's not all you can integrate with Google. You can also connect your Google Ads in this tab right here by signing into your Google Ads account. And then under the Facebook and Instagram tab, you can sign into your Instagram, pick the Facebook page that you're integrating, and most importantly, pick the Facebook ad account that you want to integrate as well. Because when you connect your marketing to this software, it will take your business to the next level. We also have a QuickBooks integration and even a Shopify integration if you're running an e-commerce store. So if you have a Google Ads account or a Facebook ad manager and you're thinking about running any type of marketing, because in the later videos, we're going to show you how to run your ads properly and connect them to those text message automations to make them work 10 times better. And if we head back out of settings real quick and over to the reportings tab, you can actually see all the success of your Google and your Facebook ads. Now, of course, this is a sample data, but once you connect it, you'll see everything that you've done in the past and everything you're going to do in the future in a beautiful and simple display that anyone can look at and manage accordingly. So once again, if you're going to be running any type of online marketing, please make sure those two are integrated, or at least the one that you're going to use, so that our software can get the most out of your marketing techniques. And later in the course, we're even going to show you templates that we've been using that work very well for both Google and Facebook ads. And we will see you in the next video.
Okay, so that basically just shows you how to connect, well, your Facebook and your Google and all those things. Let's quickly go to the next one.
Welcome to the Contacts and Conversations tutorial, where we will be breaking down exactly how to add contacts, import contacts that you already have, manage all of your contacts at once, and most importantly, get in touch with those contacts. Because we understand that customers are the bedrock of your business. And if you can't manage them correctly, you may run into a lot of problems down the road. So the first thing you're going to do is head over to the Contacts tab, and we're going to start by creating a contact. There's multiple ways to do this. So I'm going to break down some of those ways right now. The first way is to add them manually. So there's a plus button on the left-hand corner and you can add contact here. But I also want to show you another way. There is a little green lightning bolt here for quick actions. If you click on this, you'll notice you can not only add a contact, you can book an appointment, send a review request, and even create an opportunity, all without going to any of those tabs. So let's click on add contact. Perfect. Couldn't be simpler. Add the first name and last name, add an email, and lastly, the phone number, and we're done. You can also change the contact type from a lead to a customer for management and organizational reasons. And you can choose the time zone of this customer. And also, if you want to put them on do not disturb for all channels or just do not disturb for email or text message in case you don't want them receiving any automations that you may set up in the back end. So now let's save this contact. And once refreshed, there it is, John Smith, our first contact in the system. And there's so many different things that we can do with this contact now. The first thing is we can add him to a pipeline. We can also add him to a campaign or workflow, which means when we create automations later in this tutorial, you can actually manually add him to any of those text message or email automations. We can easily send him a quick text message or an email. We can also add tags and take them away. We can delete him as a contact, and we can even send him a review request straight from the Contacts tab, which if you integrated your Google My Business in the previous videos, John Smith here will be sent the exact link that he needs to leave your business a perfect 5-star review. And then my favorite is the export and import buttons, where if you already have a huge list of contacts, you can just import them immediately into the system and start sending out text message and email marketing templates without having to add every single contact manually. I would also like to point out my favorite way of adding contacts, which is automatically. And this occurs whenever someone fills out a form on your website. It will automatically create a contact. so that you don't have to put in the name, number, and email. And we will get to the form builder and the website builder very soon. There's also a merge contact button where you can merge up to 10 contacts into one. We even have a quick search for if you have thousands of contacts and you can't find the one you're looking for, you can easily search it right here in this tab. Not to mention a filtering button so you can filter all of your contacts by all of this custom and personal information. I mean, it could not be easier, guys. We also have contact requests, bulk actions, restore, and manage smart lists for when you start really getting into text message and email marketing. But enough about contacts. Let's go into the conversations tab where all of your conversations are going to be managed. Once inside of the conversations tab, you'll see all of your unread messages, your recent messages, and all of your messages. And my favorite part about the conversations tab is the more you have integrated, the better this conversation tab gets, which means all of your Google My Business messages, all of your texts, your emails, and even your Facebook Messenger for your business page all go into one inbox. It's amazing. And if you have multiple employees, you can even manage what they see. If they see only their chats that they're assigned to, or if they see all the chats, which makes it so simple when you have multiple employees all trying to chat with the contacts. So first, let me show you how easy it is to send a message. We'll click on the new message icon right here to the right. We'll put in our customer name because we already have a contact name here. Here he is, his phone number automatically put in, and let's message him. And send. Now, if you notice, he's not in here yet because this is under the unread messages and he hasn't sent us anything. So we have to go over to the all section. And there he is. John Smith. And now we just wait for John to reply. And John responded. And you'll notice it went over to the unread section with a nice little red dot over to the left side. So this is where all of our unread messages go. And I'd like to point this out because this can get confusing for some people. Just because I physically read the message does not mean that it will move over to the all section. I will physically have to go and mark it as read. Or the simplest way is to message John back, and that will automatically mark the message as read and go over to the all and recent section. So I will reply to John and press send. And you'll notice that little dot disappeared, and once we go over to the all section and then back to the unread section, it will be gone. This is a great way to manage your conversations accordingly so you know who needs followed up with and who doesn't. We've also found out it's a great way to make sure that business owners are not leaving anyone unresponded to. I'd also like to point out how easy it is to go from SMS to email. It's one click away. And now we can not only send John Smith a text message, but an email as well. So we type our message in and we press send. And now you can see the difference between an email and a text message. But that's not all. We can also attach files and even make templates that are already done for you. All you have to do is press the button and send. And an email or text message template that you've already designed in the back end will go straight to the customer. And if you connected your Stripe account and you're trying to request any type of text to pay from your customers, you can easily click the request payment button icon and create stunning invoices in seconds and send them straight to all of your customers. I highly recommend testing out the conversations tab, integrating your Facebook, Google, and Instagram, and try sending in messages after they're integrated. You will see a Facebook icon pop up here, a Google icon pop up as well. And if you connect your Instagram, even an Instagram DM icon where you can message everyone back right through the platform. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversations and contacts tab tutorial, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.
Let's quickly go to the next one, the website builder.
Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be discussing websites. Now, we fully understand that websites are one of the most attractive features of this entire software. And when you see how stunning our website templates are and how simple they are to maneuver, you will be so excited to get your website up and running. But before we go into the websites tab, I want to break down something that I think every single business owner should know about websites. A website can look absolutely amazing. It can be great. It can function perfectly and still bring in no customers or no revenue. So what we focus on is not only making the website easy and manageable and work in a way that any customer can get on and get in touch with you as quickly as possible. But in this course and with this service, we show you how to actually build traffic, how to make sure people are visiting the website so that they can get in touch with you. Because at the end of the day, you can have the greatest website the world has ever seen, and if no one's visiting it, you're never going to get any sales. So we not only build you the website, we show you how to make it work. So let's take you into the websites tab, where you will see we have multiple options here for funnel pages, websites, memberships, forms, so many different options depending on the plan that you got. Now, the difference between a funnel and a website is most likely how many pages it has. So a website usually has multiple pages, and it's a little bit more intricate than a funnel. A funnel is simple, it's usually one page long, and it's specifically built to funnel customers into a sale. And there are many businesses that stick with a funnel to be their main website for simplicity reasons and to reach higher conversions. So we're gonna break down both of those in this video. So you will notice when you click on a website or a funnel and go over to the new website or funnel button that you won't see the templates that you most likely saw in the demo video. And the reason for this is that we are the only ones that have access to all of these stunning templates, and we can give you as many as you want. But of course, we're a service industry. We want to create it for you. We want to make sure that your website is in perfect condition. So all we ask is that you message us, you let us know which template you want, or you just tell us your industry and we will figure it out for you. Because at the end of the day, software is only as good as its user, and we want to make sure you guys are up and running as quickly as possible. So let me take you into one of our accounts and show you what these templates actually look like. I've switched over to one of our personal accounts so you can see exactly what we see inside of the system. Now check this out. When we click new website and go to the template library, we have so many options to choose from that we put so much time and effort into, so that if you're in any of these industries, we can get your website up and running faster than you've ever seen before. And even if you're not in any of these industries, we can still help you get a website up and running. But let's show you a couple great examples. Let's go into home services. So right out the gate, we have a few options here, construction, and we have an HVAC option. Let's check out the HVAC and look at this stunning template already done. All we have to do is put in photos, names, numbers, and personal business information to make sure that these websites are stunning and work perfectly. And check it out. Look at how nice this website is. It could not be simpler. And that's what our company focuses on, simplicity, making sure that anyone that goes on your website can get in touch with you immediately. And we can also help you with the copyright, so we can put all of your verbiage in here, your phone number, your free estimate, whatever you want. It's all up to you, but we will help you throughout the entire process and make sure that this website looks stunning. But most importantly, we'll make sure the website actually works, which means when someone wants a free estimate, it'll bring up a form, they'll put in their information, and it will automatically send a text to both them and you as the business owner, because we know how important text messaging your customers is, and we will break absolutely everything down in the next videos to come. But what if you already have a website and you're very happy with it, it looks great and it functions well? Totally fine. There are so many different ways to connect your website with our software program, through forms, through chat widgets, through automation, through integration, and we will be covering all of them in the course. So don't worry if you already have a website and you don't need one of ours. But for everyone who does want one of our websites, I would like to take you over to the settings tab real quick down here, and then down to the domains section, where I'm going to show you how to add a domain. Now, I would like to point out, if you don't have a domain name, it is totally fine. Or even if you do, we have an unbelievable process called creating unlimited subdomains, which means we can create a subdomain for you in seconds. And it can still have your business name inside of the domain. It'll just be a subdomain off of our master domain. You won't have to pay any fees for this. You won't have to go through all the hassle of going on GoDaddy or Cloudflare. And you can skip the next 30 seconds I'm about to tell you, because it won't matter. So we highly recommend just using a subdomain of ours, and we'll get it set up, no questions asked. But we understand a lot of you want your own domain. You want to go purchase it on GoDaddy or Cloudflare. We do prefer Cloudflare over GoDaddy, in case you're wondering, or in case you haven't bought one yet. Cloudflare is a cheaper option and a more consistent option. And I'd like to show you how to do that right now. So the first thing you'll do is you'll click on Add New Domain at the top right, and it tells you exactly what to do next. So you'll go into your DNS records and you'll point an A record to this number right here, copy and paste it, and then a CNAME record pointing to this right here. And please check the description of this video so we can show you exactly what to name the host and to make sure that it all runs smoothly, because as soon as you add it, you will see if it ran smoothly or not, because it will tell you if it connected. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to avoid all of this and you don't want to mess with DNS records, you don't want to do all the techie stuff, then please just consider being a subdomain of us. It will make your life way easier. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of how we do websites, how we can build them for you, get them up and
Well, I highly recommend that you just get your own domain, because, you don't really want an AERAFY.app domain or something like that. You would like to have your own domain, like the case study store, like Webcraft, for example. You just want your own domain, not really one of theirs. But if you really want to in the beginning, you can just use one of theirs. But it will just look a lot more professional if you have your own domain.
and running, or how you can connect your own website and your own domain and get that up and running in the next 24 hours. I will see you guys in the next video.
Here's some automated forms.
Welcome back, and in this video we're going to be discussing forms and automation. So connecting a form to a website and then having it automated is truly what makes a website function. And we're going to show you exactly how we do that and why we set it up this way now. So the first thing we want to do is build a form. So let's head over to the Sites tab and let's click on Forms, where we're going to create a new form. Now this could not be simpler. All you have to do is drag and drop. So you can literally make an endless amount of forms that have any specification that you could ever wish to have. This is a phenomenal tool for not only recording down your customer's information, but being able to use that in automation later. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So most forms, you're going to ask for the full name, the phone number, and maybe the email address. And then of course, you're going to scroll to the bottom and you're going to put a button here. And there you go. You've just created one of the most simple and standard forms ever. But of course, you can see over here on the right, there are so many other options that you can use and create endless possibilities of forms. And if you don't see your option that you'd like over here, you can go over to Custom Fields and we'll go to Add Custom Field. And this is where you can literally create anything that you want, whether it's a text, a large text, numerical. You can even do signatures for when customers have to write in their signature. They can write it in with their finger on the phone. But let me show you a real common example of a custom field using checkbox. So we'll name the field Service Needed, and we'll put that in the placeholder as well. And we will keep the type as contact and start putting in our text. So for this example, let's say we have 4 different services. So as you can see, I filled these out real quick and I just put in 4 different services that maybe a beauty salon would offer. And now I'm going to save that file. And let's add the services needed and put it right under the email spot. And there it is. You can easily click on any of these and check mark as many as you want and submit the form. But let's change the button real quick. So you're going to click on the button. We're going to head over to the text and we're going to type submit. And then we're going to scroll down here and we're going to click full width to make it flow better and look more appealing to the customer. And not only that, we can change the background to whatever we'd like. Let's go with this nice purple shade and save our new form. We can also head over to the options tab and rename the form. And on the submit button, you can even put in a URL or you can change it to message. So as soon as the customer submits, you can either send them to a new page or just write a thank you message. So I wrote here, thank you, we will be in touch soon. You can even click on sticky contact so that their contacts will stick if they ever fill out the form again. I'd also like to point out that if you already have a website, you don't know how to get this form integrated, you can head on down to integrate form here, click on the button, and you can either get a link to the form and just copy that right there, or you can go over to the embed and copy the embed script and transfer it over to the website you currently have. And you'll understand why we would do that.
Well, I recommend that you just build your websites on the AERAFY platform as well. Don't really connect different websites to it. You can, but it will just be easier if you just build your website and your client's websites on this platform as well.
This when you start seeing how automation works. But let me show you how we add this to a website, because it could not be simpler. So let's head over to the website tab where I have a beauty salon template already up and running. I'm currently inside of the website editor function, where I'm going to show you exactly how we implement our forms. So the first thing I want to do is add the form. So I'm going to head over to the pop-up section because I would like for it to be a pop-up form. Once we click the pop-up, we can add a row. We're going to click one column, add an element, and then we're going to click on form. And you'll notice if you select your form, we found the one that we just created, beauty salon form, and we'll click that. And there it is, a beautiful and simple pop-up form that everyone on your website can now easily see and fill out. But I always like to add a header to all of my forms. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick too. We're going to click the plus button, go to headline, and you can see since we have a template, it already puts in the font that they think is best, but we can change this font of course too. And this is one of our services. We understand that you guys don't need to learn how to build websites, but it's nice for you to know exactly what's going on the inside in case you ever have any questions and you want things changed. So I'm going to scroll this all the way to the top and I'm going to put in, let's get in touch. And I'm having trouble reading that font, so I'm probably going to change it. And there we go. Very simple font that gets the point across. And now all we have to do is connect this form to the automation. So let's save it real quick up here. I'd also like for the form to pop up when you click book now. So I'm going to click the book now button, scroll to the bottom here, and instead of link to website URL, we're going to link it to the pop-up. So whenever you click book now, the pop-up will show up. Now we're going to save our new website. We're going to head on back and we're going to go to the automation tab where we're going to head over to create workflow. We have so many different ones to choose from, but I would love to show you guys how to start from scratch. So we're going to start from scratch and create new workflow. This is where all the automation and all the magic takes place. So the first thing we do is we make the workflow trigger, which most of the time is just a form being submitted. So let's click on new workflow trigger. For this option, we're going to keep it at CRM and we're going to choose a trigger. You can see we have so many different options. I'm going to break down a lot of this in another video, but for right now, we're just going to focus on the form. So you can see right here, we're going to click form submitted, add a filter, select the filter, form is, and then select type, beauty salon form, and save. So now we know that our trigger event is whenever that form is submitted. So the first thing we want to do is we want to assign it to a user. We want to make sure that contact that signs up is assigned to a user on the team. So we're going to type in assign to user, click on that, and we're going to pick the user, most likely yourself if you're setting this up, so that this person gets notified whenever there's a new form submitted on their website. So we're going to click that user and then save. Now we're going to add an internal notification so we can see how notifications work. Add, we're going to type in internal notification, click on that, and now we can choose the type of notification that we would like. So when the form is submitted, what happens? Do we get an email? Do we get a notification from the mobile app? Or do we get a text message sent to our exact phone number? Let's do notification, and we will type in new lead. And then the message underneath, we'll type in custom value, contacts, full name, and we'll say just signed up on the website. So if someone named John Smith signs up, it'll say John Smith just signed up on the website. We'll scroll to the bottom, we'll redirect the page, and then we'll select the user again. We can either select all users, particular user, or the user that's assigned to the contact. Then we save. And then here's the most important part, the text message that gets sent to the customer. So we're going to add that, go to send SMS, and this is where you can do whatever you want. But I like to keep this simple because this is the text message that's going to be sent to the customer so that they know what to do next. So we can say, hey, custom value, contact, first name, and then I just filled out, we would love to set up an appointment, what time works best for you. And of course, we have so many options and appointment links, and we can set up appointment reminders. We can do absolutely everything. I just wanted to show you kind of the more generic form that you can build for your website and how you can make sure that you capture those leads and follow up with them immediately. So now we're going to scroll down here and we're going to save the action. We can rename our workflow to beauty salon form submission. We can turn this from a draft to publish and save it. And now when anyone submits that form on the website, it will assign to the user, send a notification, and most importantly, text the customer. And there it is. You just saw how easy it was to set up a form on a website and have an automation in the back end. And of course, we're going to be setting this up for you, but it's nice that you know so that you can tell us exactly what forms you want, exactly how you want it to be typed, texted, and sent out, because no one knows your business better than you. And in the next video, we're going to be covering automation way more in depth so you can see all the different automations that you can do. Thanks for watching.
There we go. Well, that's how you make a form. And they started explaining automations. In the next video, they will be explaining it properly. Just go back. We can always, come to this section.
Welcome to the automation video, where we will be taking you inside of the automations tab. And yes, we just took you inside the automations tab last video to show you how to automate forms. But forms don't even scratch the surface at what you can actually automate with your business. So I'm going to take you over to the create workflow section again. And like I said previously, you can either start from scratch or you can scroll down here and see all of these done for you templates that will also give you ideas as to what you can actually automate in your business. See, check out this one right here. This is an appointment confirmation with a reminder, a survey, and a review request, all set up and all automated with one click. And then down here's a simpler one, appointment confirmation plus a reminder. We've even got ones for...
that first one they used, you can, definitely use that for most businesses if they want to book an appointment, and then it will at the end send a review request as well, so they get a review on Google and on their Facebook profile.
Birthday templates. So if you have a restaurant and you want to give out a free appetizer or maybe a free dessert for someone's birthday, well, when they sign up for your rewards program that you created inside of the account, you can add a birthday option, and every time it's someone's birthday, it can automatically send out a text. We even have automation for Facebook Messenger, and if you come down here, you can see we have them for Google My Business as well. So I'm going to scroll to the top here and I'm going to show you what it looks like if you click on one of the already done templates. Let's try the appointment confirmation reminder, and we're going to press create new workflow. And there it is, completely done for you. So let's check out what it actually does. we'll click on the trigger event. So whenever an appointment status is confirmed, what happens next? We send out a confirmation email. And of course, you can change all of this text to whatever you want, but it will send out a confirmation email like this. And then 24 hours before the appointment, it sends a reminder email. And then an hour before the appointment, it sends the final email. Now, of course, you can easily change these to text messages instead of emails. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this right now. But most importantly, you don't have to do this because our service company will do it for you. You just tell us what you want and we'll get it done. But once again, I love showing people how it's done in the back end so that they understand completely and have an idea of what they might want, or be able to go in the back and change it whenever they'd like. So let's head out of workflows, go back to create new workflow and start from scratch. And now we're at a blank workflow. So let me start by showing you guys the different triggers. So the most common is the CRM trigger, but we also have Facebook and Shopify depending on what you're trying to integrate. Whenever we run Facebook ads, we most likely will use the Facebook CRM trigger connected to the Facebook ad, which then automates all of your follow-up campaigns. But for right now, let's stick with CRM. Then we can choose the actual trigger event, which can be anything from an appointment, a birthday reminder, call status, contact change, and so many different options here. Even membership triggers if you're trying to create a course. But for right now, I want to show you something really simple. The customer replied CRM trigger. So now I'm going to save this trigger event. So this event will be triggered when a customer replies, but it replies to what? We have to narrow that down. So we're going to add a filter, click select, and we're going to scroll all the way down to reply channel. And now you can see all of the different channels that we can use. So did a customer reply to a call, a chat widget, email, Facebook message, a Google My Business message, an Instagram DM, or an SMS text? I personally think a business should have as many of these as possible. So let's start with chat widget and then save the trigger. So now we know our trigger event is whenever a customer replies to our chat widget. What happens next? Well, we decide. So let's add our first action. And I always think it's best to send an internal notification to the business or business owner. So let's start with that. And then we'll choose the notification type. Let's do notification and let's write new chat widget lead. And then the message is going to say contact name is reaching out through the chat widget. We're going to scroll down here, redirect the page to the conversation tabs. So all you have to do is click on that notification and it will take you straight to the conversation, and then select the user. We'll do all users for right now and save the action. So now we're notified, but what happens to the customer that replied on the chat widget? Well, let's set that up now. So now we're going to add an SMS, and let's keep it casual by saying something like, hey, contact first name. We would love to help you and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Something easy, simple, just like that. Now, sometimes people don't do automatic messages in chat widgets. It's very common. The business owner just needs to be notified because let's say, for example, the customer gets on your website, they fill out the chat widget and they want to learn more about the service. Well, as long as you're informed by the internal notification, then you can easily respond to that person without having an automatic text in place. But I totally get it. Some of you are very busy. You'd like to have the automatic text so that that customer knows that they're going to get a reply and knows what number they can text back with any of their information. So this is up to you. If you'd like to send out an automatic text, then awesome. You know how to do it now. So let's save this action. And we're done. Now we'll head up here to the top and we'll change it to chat widget notification. We'll turn it from draft to publish and we will save it. And there it is, our published chat widget notification. But watch this, we can easily copy this workflow and do it for all the other reply channels. So let's head over to the clone button, and instead of chat widget notification, we'll change this to Facebook Messenger and we'll get rid of copy. And now we'll create it. Now let's head over to the Facebook Messenger notification, go to the trigger event, and instead of chat widget, we're just going to change it to Facebook Messenger and then save the trigger, publish, and done. Wow, that was super easy and very quick. And now you have automation on your chat widget on your website and on your Facebook Messenger so that you never lose a customer again. And like I said before, there's so many reply channels. You can do this for your Google My Business Messenger, for your Instagram DMs, for your actual text messaging, your emails, and even your calls. So I highly recommend automating as much as possible in your business so that customers feel that you respond quicker than any other business out there. But while we're still in the automation section, I want to show you something really cool that we can do for follow-up campaigns. So as you can see, a customer came to us from Facebook and they messaged the business. Well, they were sent a text message back, but let's say that customer never replied. Then what happens? You'd most likely follow up with them, correct? Well, let's set that up right now so that you don't have to do it manually. So we're going to click the plus button. We're going to head over to the wait time. And now we can choose how long it waits until it sends them another message. So for this, let's do 1 full day. So we'll change 1 and then we'll go over here to day. And now let's save that action. And we can either add another SMS or we can just copy the current one that we have. Copy, copy action, and then copy it right below the wait time, and there you go. Now we of course don't want to send out the same message again, so we'd click on SMS and we change the message. And of course, you would just ask if they're still in need of your services, you'd save the action, and there you go. Now a day later, they will be sent another message, and you can keep on doing this, rinse and repeat, for as long as you want. Because we found that a lot of people and a lot of customers actually reply to the 6th or 7th message, because following up is so vital. But if you're going to do a follow-up campaign, I must warn you to head over to the settings tab, head down to allow multiple and stop on response, and make sure that stop on response is switched on. This means that if the customer replies, they will not be sent the other automated texts. This is very important because how awkward would that be if they replied to your automation, you replied back and set up an appointment, and then they received another text right after that? They'd be very confused. So make sure that the automation completely stops as soon as the customer replies. And then for allow multiple, you want to switch this on as well. This allows the customer to enter this workflow multiple times. So if you ever had a repeating customer and they tried to enter the workflow twice, it wouldn't allow them unless this was turned on. So now that those are on, we're going to save this and we're going to head back out to the workflows. And of course, you would want to do this on the chat widget notification as well. You would set this up for any type of workflow that you know the customer may be entering that automation again in the future. Now, of course, I cannot show you guys everything inside of workflows, but luckily we know how to do this. We know how to set this up. So just tell us what you want and we will get it done. It's just really nice that you can see the inside, see all the capabilities of what you have here. Automation is so powerful for businesses. Not just because it's tech savvy, but because it translates to time, saving your business time so you can focus on the things that actually matter. It also allows you to scale much faster when you're running marketing campaigns and sending out messages to hundreds and hundreds of possible prospects. This is a completely efficient method to have as many prospects as possible and to be following up with every single one of them constantly. So I'm glad you guys have seen the inside of the automations tab, and hopefully now you'll have a good idea of what you want automated for your business and we can get it set up for you. And I will see you in the next video.
I just want to tell you guys, don't get too confused if it's a lot to take in at one moment. Just go through it slowly. You can always go through the entire program again just here in step-by-step tutorials. And then, I'll quickly go to the next one. And,
In this video, we're going to be covering text and email templates, as well as reputation management so that you can build up your reviews on Google and even Facebook. But not only that, you can actually respond to the reviews inside of our system, which will ultimately boost your SEO and your Google ranking. So let's get right into it. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to make text and email templates. So let's head down here to the marketing tab, where we will now click the templates button. And then we can go over to add template, and let's start with a texting template. So why exactly would we need texting templates? Well, as any business owner might know, when you have customers coming in and asking questions about your industry, you most likely have to respond with very similar answers to a lot of people. Well, it might be nice to have a template that's already done and you can just click a button and send the answer. Or maybe it's a follow-up and you want to send that follow-up text as well. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean right now. And here's an example of a text message templated follow-up that we might do for a real estate agent. So as you can see, the lead may have responded to our automation that we set up beforehand, and now you need to text this person back. So instead of having to type this in every time, you can easily just press one button and it will automatically send straight to the contact. And of course, you can change this to whatever you want. But for this instance, we said something like, hi, and then we put in the contact name through the custom values. This is Bill Johnson with the real estate group. I received notice that you were interested in property. Please let me know if you have any questions or would like to view a property. Thank you. And you can even add your phone number and email below that, as well as attach a file. So if you have a photo of yourself or a business card that you'd like to attach, you can have that done automatically as well. Text message and email templates are huge for time management, especially when you're connecting the system to your ads. Because if you're running marketing ads and you're getting a lot of responses through the text message follow-up system, then you need to respond to those people. And when you have a templated response, it just makes life that much easier. So I highly recommend using text templates and email templates to save you a ton of time. But let's test it out real quick. So now we're in the conversations tab and we will be testing out if the template actually works. So let's head all the way down to the bottom here and we're going to click use a template. And you'll notice when we click on our templates, we can see the template that we just created for the real estate follow-up. So we'll click on that, we'll use the template, and it automatically fills in all the information. Now you'll notice it still says contact first name, But watch what happens after we send it. As you can see, it automatically put in John because that's the contact's first name. And you can of course do this exact same thing for emails. And the template icon is also on the mobile app, and we will be discussing that as well in a future video so that you don't have to be on your laptop to send out all of these texts and templates. You can do it from your phone as well. But now I want to take you to the reputation management tab, which is down here and to the left, where once you connect your Google My Business, you can actually manage all of your reviews because you already know how important reviews are, especially when ranking on Google. If you want to be the first company that comes up for your industry in your local town on Google, then you better have the most reviews and the best reviews. And not only that, you need to be responding to your reviews because Google sees that you're responding to them and they appreciate you using their platform, and therefore they're going to rank you higher. So let me show you exactly how to do that. So before we can send out our review requests, we'll need to head over to the settings tab, where we will then head over to reputation management. And you can see here, if you've connected your Google My Business, you can easily generate a Google link, which when pressed will take the customer straight to the Google review page for your business. And not only that, you can customize the message as well. And there you go, a custom message sent every time you send a review request that says, "We would appreciate it if you could leave us a quick review. Thank you." So simple, so easy, and it's going to skyrocket your reviews. You can also scroll down here and see the email templates. And not only that, you can scroll down even more and see a complete review widget display, which means if you have multiple reviews on your Google My Business and you want to display those reviews on your website, you can copy the code here, add it to your already existing website, or easily add it to the websites that we can make you, which will then boost your credibility and increase conversions. Now, there are multiple ways of sending out a review request. So if we head on back out of settings, you can clearly see that we have a send review request button right here. And if you click on it, you can easily put in the customer's name or phone number or email and send them a request. But this is not the only way to send a review request. You can also go to the quick actions button, this little green lightning bolt, click on this and send a review request right here. But this also isn't the only way to send a review request. I'm about to show you one of my favorite ways to send a review request. But for this, we'll have to head back into the text templates page. So go to marketing, go over to templates, and let's add another text template. And for this one, we're going to say review request. And then all we're going to do is add our message. And I typed in, "Hey, contact first name. We would appreciate it if you could leave us a quick review. Just use the link below." And then of course, when we have our Google review link, we would paste it right below this. And you can easily go to that template icon that we just talked about earlier and send a review request in seconds. That's customizable to the customer's name as well. So let's save this. And now we have the easiest way to ask for a review, and we can start building up those reviews and ranking way higher on Google. But before I leave, we also have this social planner where you can actually post on Facebook, Google, and Instagram all at the same time. Now we understand there's a ton of features in this software, and that's why I always want you to remember that we can help.
You can even use this reputation management and use it as well as part of your package that you upsell customers for a monthly subscription. Because once you set up all these things, then it is basically automated, and then you are doing just getting them more reviews, and you can charge them for that monthly as well.
Help you with everything, make sure it's all set up and all running, and provide the best service that any software program has ever provided you, and make sure your business is up to date on all things tech. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.
The mobile app one isn't really that important, but I think that's enough for this video. And you can go through this. I highly recommend that you go through this again. If you just go log into your AERAFY account, then go to step-by-step tutorials here in the bottom. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.